Hi there, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuck with Queen Bee Creations, and today we are going to be doing another frame craft. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna marry this frame, so it's got a $1 sticker on it. Somebody tried to sell it at a garage sale, but ultimately it went to the dump. So this is a dump rescue frame. So nice mirror, nice little detailed frame, nothing amazing. But I happened to thrift some small metal frames. This was $6 less 30%, which is $1.80. So we're looking at pretty much close to $3, $3.20. Has little pictures in it already. So a couple of little, it's kind of more like Elizabethan look to it. A couple that are more bridges and things, kind of like, I don't know if it's London Bridge or whatever, but you get the idea. They don't come out. I had considered replacing the pictures, but they are glued in solid. So we're just gonna stay with the pictures that exist. Two are people, two are places. We're gonna use them all. But the first thing, of course, is we need to get things painted. So I am gonna go more Regency period on this. So, you know, a little inspired by Bridgerton. And as are a number of my customers, they're currently looking at maybe doing a library over more in that kind of Regency, Elizabethan, you know, a little bit more old world, darker kind. And, you know, I like to spice things up. So we're gonna be painting this black. So I want to paint the frame black. I'm still undecided on exactly what's happening with this mirror. Either I'm leaving the mirror as is, which is a distinct possibility. I may paint it out, which is another possibility, or I may decoupage it. But I was checking my decoupage paper and I didn't have something that was really speaking to me. I have a bunch of scrapbooking paper, but then it has to be pieced. And I really wanted something that was maybe one piece. I don't want to have that piecing thing happening. But I'm going to paint this out black. I'm going to paint very carefully, avoiding the glass, these frames out in black as well, so that we've got things coordinated. You know how to paint, so just, you know, go carefully. I'm not too worried about these edges because it's a mirror. I can use an X-Acto knife to cut back, so I'm not going to worry about taping it off. And really, because she's off camera, but my granddaughter's going to be doing that painting for me. I have a helper, so she's sitting right beside me, and that's going to be her job. I'll take care of these little guys. She's going to do the big one, and then once the paint's all dry, I'll be back. Now that our frame has dried, and we did 2 coats on this just to get a nice coverage, I want to take care of the inside. I didn't bother to paint this out because really the mirror is not going to be a particularly dark background. But what I did want is a background that's going to work with my small little mirrors. So one thing I'm just double checking, where's the hanging hook? So this is going to be the top. And because my wrapping paper, which is just a nice simple kind of cream with gold toile designs, but because it has people, I need them to be facing up. I need them to be in the right direction. So we are going to decoupage that in place. So I have DIY liquid patina, which is an awesome decoupage medium. And I'm going to paint the entire surface of my mirror with that. And that's going to be, in essence, the glue that holds my wrapping paper in place. And for something like this, you know, decoupage paper, a lot that I sell here at the shop, both Jamie Ray and Roy Cycle, comes in a 20 by 30 inch size. So if I'd had something that worked for this, I could have cut that down and worked, but I just wanted a fairly simple pattern. I really didn't have anything that kind of fit what I was looking for, the aesthetic I was trying to create. In which case, don't overlook picking up rolls of wrapping paper that you particularly like or enjoy when you see them, because they're going to be great for lining the back of armoires and hutches, and even for small projects like this. So I'm going to start by trying to lay it fairly evenly at the top with the hope that that will carry on down the rest of my project. All right, not bad. So I am going to let this dry. I obviously had already pre-cut it to size, but I'm gonna let this dry, and then I am going to coat it again with my liquid patina, just so the top of the paper is nice and coated. And I'm just working out any air bubbles that may have gotten in there now, so that when it dries, it's gonna dry nice and flat. I've done one coat of a sealer over top of that gold. I love that. That's awesome. Awesome wrapping paper. So what I want to do, and ultimately this will hang this way, right? I've got it sideways because it's easier to see. What I want to do is highlight the details in this frame and in our little frames. So I'm taking Golden Rule by DIY, which is very kind of translucent, soft gold. Now you could, if you don't have this, then you could use one of the Rub and Buff products. You could use a gilding wax like Annie Sloan, or you could take a metallic paint and dry brush it, which means, you know, take maybe like a stiff brush if you wanted, or I would probably use a little bit more of a fan brush. I'm seeing if I have one, like a fan brush that kind of fans out so I could get it very light, and you could dry brush a metallic paint over top. All are going to be a slightly different look, but give you the same rough effect. For this, I just take my finger and I use the lid to just kind of offload a little bit, and I'll just drag it down over those details to highlight them. Now, what I like about this is that it's giving a much softer gold look to it, which is very much in keeping with the gold on our, let me just highlight a little bit more and I'll show you. So it's just kind of more in keeping with the gold that's on our wrapping paper there. So we're gonna introduce some of the gold because, you know, with that Regency look, gold was very much in. So you can see the gold gilding there. Make sure I'm still working from the top. And then I'm gonna do the same to these small little frames to be able to highlight all of the detail on those and to ensure that they kind of tie in and are consistent with the big frame. So you can see the top where I'm gilding it. So I'm gonna get all that done, and then we have one last step after that. I have to tell you, I mean, look at the frame. Look at how much that just makes a huge difference. And these little frames look awesome with the black and the gold. Now what I want to do, each of these frames, I'm just looking, kind of going, I need a pair of, each of these has a little tiny ring to hang it from, and I want to get rid of that because it's just going to be in the way. All right, I can't undo it, so let me get cutters. Cut this away because what I want to do is have each of these in a row down the center of our piece. So that we'll do alternating because there's two different sizes of these, and each has, like the bigger size, this bigger size has a picture of a scene, and then these smaller sizes are people. So what I want to do is kind of space them out. And then once I have them aligned how I want down the middle, I'm going to hot glue that backing in place. So let me just get out my ruler and measure them, and I'll glue them and show you the finished result. All right, so for this project, remember we started with a little mirror that somebody was unable to sell for $1 in their garage sale, and so threw it out at the dump. We got a little pack of 4 mini frames, metal frames from the thrift store for $3, $3.20. And we used a piece of wrapping paper. So this is our finished craft. I love the look of this. I think that you could duplicate any of, do the frame idea. If you can't find little mini frames, then use the IOD frame mold and you could just do the little circular medallions. If you saw the white frame on frame video that I just did a week or so ago, I'll drop a link if I remember, we used one casting of the frame mold. So you could just do 4 of those and paint them out in the black and gold. This was just an awesome find, but if you don't have this or find this, then use wrapping paper that you do. Use it that ties into your home decor if possible. But I love the simplicity of this. I love the look of this. I love the black and the gold theme. It's a nice departure from doing just the white. You know, always a little bit of a switch, but sometimes just these simple ideas make a huge statement in your space. Let me know what you think of this one. As always, look forward to hearing from you. And until the next time, take care.